Hi, welcome to my channel. I am Karinna and this is Stitches Costa Rica. I'm so excited. This is my first video and this is an idea I had in my mind since 2020. And all you guys that have a YouTube floss channel, you probably pass the same. Like the first video is the big deal because you don't know how it will look, how it will go out, how it will be received, and you have to learn all these adjustments of the camera with YouTube and how to put it on. And I'm still learning. I don't know how it will go out, but I'll try to do my best with this one, which is the first, and hopefully I'll be able to be with you every week. This will be primarily a channel for cross stitch, but I do some other things and bits that we will discuss when it's necessary. I hope the dogs don't get crazy. I thought I can let the dogs out of the area where I'm recording, but it's impossible. They start scratching the door to get in, and then it's worst. Then if they start barking like crazy, then I'll pause the video and I will get it also again later. I don't know if the light will be okay. Let's try. I don't want to use right now extra light. I think the illumination natural light right now is okay. And if there is a sound like in the back of the video, like a I'm so sorry, I cannot take it away. I tried early. I was about to record this video early and they were sounding so loud, and I decided to wait. Those are some bugs. They are seasonal bugs. And I don't live in the jungle. I live in San Jose, in the capital of Costa Rica, but I have a river nearby. And those bugs are called in Spanish chicharras. And when I was thinking about those bugs and this filming, I thought, oh, I never had to speak with anybody in English about chicharras. Then I didn't know the name in English. Then I checked. I don't know, because the pronunciation in British and American English is different. American says cicada, and in British was like cicada. Is CICADA. That's the bug, and their sound is so loud, and they in this time of the year sometimes they are 24/7. No matter if it's dark, no matter if it's like when it rains, they stop. But if you hear them, I'm sorry, this is not possible. I'm right like by the window, and the window is open. Otherwise, this is my daughter's room, and she's now 21 and she's living in US, and the room was not being used. Then I decided that I am using the room for craft for myself. Of course, the bed has to stay because when she comes, that's her bed. Then if you see something moving in my back, it's the dogs. Those two lady dogs are my daughter pets. We have a Bichon Frise. Her name is Christmas, and we have a adopted one. Her name is Ginger. Ginger doesn't bark. She really yells. Okay, but they are my faithful companions of every day. Because my daughter cannot take them to US, then they have to stay with the grandma. And we have a rabbit too, but it's not in the picture here. Okay, let me see. I started cross stitching 12 years ago. And every year I discover something new. Every year I learn something new. But the past year, because of the pandemic, I work at home, but I have my office at home. But the past year I had to stay more at home, more time. And I discovered FLOSSTUBE. I didn't know they were, well, first of all, I discovered the big Facebook groups of cross stitch, which I enter some of them, but honestly, I don't use Facebook too much. It's not my thing. I'm a YouTube and WhatsApp and Instagram person. And then after I discovered the Facebook groups, then I discovered the FLOSSTUBE. And oh, I'm amazed, you know, like all these friends, is a huge and nice community. And because I live in Costa Rica, and then my language is, my mother tongue is Spanish, but I also speak English, and I have to work in both every day. Like I have to speak, write, and read English and Spanish in daily basis. And then I start subscribing to channels in Spanish and channels in English. And I know we have big differences, not in our love for stitching, that we share, we all share that, but maybe our motivations to stitch, because some of them, they stitch seasonally because of the festivity, and other of us, like me, we stitch whatever we like in the moment we want. But we share all the same love. And I realized Costa Rica doesn't have this kind of influence. We don't have a FLOSSTUBE. Like I didn't find a person in Costa Rica doing a cross stitch channel. And I thought, you know what, I will start one. And I will, at the same time, I'm uploading this in English, I'm uploading one in Spanish. They are not translations, they are, no matter, they are separate, and they don't have the same structure. No matter what, the contents per week are basically the same. And because I use both languages, I'm so sorry. Sometimes I will make mistakes, and sometimes I will really get stuck in English, and the worst thing is I also get stuck in Spanish, but it's because my brain cross the switches sometimes. And if you hear something, I live in a condo, and you know, it's Saturday afternoon, and the kids are outside, the dogs are outside, and you know, if you hear something, those are not my dogs, those that are barking right now. I don't want to do a big, or I don't want to do a Q&A to start. I feel better if any of you have questions about my projects or me. Feel free to drop everything down below, and I will be more than happy to answer. I promise I'll check them as fast as I can. And honestly, I don't care if you drop an English comment in the Spanish video or in Spanish comment in the English video. For me, it's exactly the same. What else? Well, I live in Costa Rica, I said. I live in San Jose. I have only one daughter, 21 years old. She's living in US. I live along with my dogs and the rabbit. I work at home. My work is logistics. I do international transportation, freights and customs. And cross stitch is my big hobby. I have other hobbies, but cross stitch is something that I started 12 years ago, and I cannot let down. Because I'm not doing a Q&A, I think the best I can do to start is explain how I start cross stitching. And I have to say, I grew up with a mother that has blessed hands. I saw her all the time in her sewing machine, doing every piece of clothes you can imagine. She did it from top to toe, okay? Or head to toe. Head to toe. Okay, I'm so sorry. You see, those are my brain crossing. But I never saw her cross stitching. She stitched with beads, Christmas decorations. I help her. I saw her knitting long time ago, but I saw her knitting, and you know, many other things, but never cross stitch. In 2020, when I got the idea to start this channel, I asked her if she cross stitch, and she said yes. And I said, when? What? She said, yes, I cross stitch. And believe me, I trust her. She's my mom, and she's not lying to me, but I don't know anything that she crossed stitch. Then probably she did it when I was a very young child, or before I came to this world. But then 12 years ago, I was on a store I think was 24 or 23rd, no, 24, yeah, 23rd or 24th of December. And I was in a packed store by the end of the day buying some last minute paper, wrapping Christmas paper. And I was so bored. You know, I was on the cashier's line, it was hot, it was taking so long, and I was looking for things to entertain myself. And it was a magazine display holder with different magazines. And my attention caught this magazine. This is a very old magazine, okay? This is Labores de Ana. Labores de Ana is a magazine from Spain that, since I have a memory being an adult, okay, I saw this magazine on the magazine stands in the stores. I don't know, maybe I've seen this magazine since 20 years ago, more or less. Maybe it came, I'm pretty sure it was for a longer time. And it's primarily a cross-stitch magazine, but they have also knitting and quilting, patchwork, some other stuff. But it has tons of cross-stitch. And I fell in love, oh my God, this is moving. I fell in love with this snowy town. You see this? And with this here, the paint tree. I checked and I said, cross stitch, oh my God, I don't cross stitch, but let's buy the magazine and we'll figure out later how to cross stitch. And this is what I did. I bought the magazine, bought it home, and Christmas passed, you know, like Christmas passed. And then next year for Holy Week, here in Costa Rica, Holy Week, besides the Christian celebration, is also vacation. A lot of the people has the whole week of the vacation, and from Monday to Sunday, and the people that doesn't have the whole week vacation normally work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday half day, and then they have a long weekend, because Thursday and Friday are national holidays in Costa Rica. And a national holiday means that if you work as an employee, you will be paid double. Then basically in Thursday and Friday, only some restaurants are open, hotels or maybe touristic places and things like that, and the supermarkets and pharmacies, which is like essential stuff. Then I decide, you know what? Why you don't pull your magazine? Because, you know, you will be the entire week eating and watching movies, because I was not planning to go any place. And try. I check their magazine. I went to a store that is no longer, it disappeared. I bought the fabric, and also I bought some of the floss. Other floss I got it in another store, because this is one of the problems that we have in Costa Rica. Normally the stores that have fabrics don't have floss, and the ones that have floss don't have fabric. It's kind of crazy, but yeah, we don't have here so many options for crafting. This is why I start buying overseas by internet. But then I got Aida in white, and I got the floss, and thanks God I started with this project, because this project has, if you see, not too many colors. It's like green, red, black, white, gray, blue, you know, not too many colors and not too many shades of the same color. Then I was lucky. I'm sorry, I found everything. Okay. Then I said, okay, how you start? Then I called my younger sister-in-law. She used to stitch a lot, and she stitches beautifully. But now she has 2 kids and a baby girl, and she's, you know, crawling the walls with no time, and she's not stitching too much right now, or not stitching at all sometimes. But in that moment, she was doing a lot. Then I called her, and I called another friend, and I said to them, could you give me a crash course of cross stitch? And they said, okay. And they did it by phone. They explained me how to cross stitch. And I said, okay, I will start. Oh, I remember one of them. Don't recall which of them, but one of them told me, hey Karinna, you have to start with a small project when one would you won't get overwhelmed, and you will finish and you will feel accomplished, that you finished something. But you know what, I was my mind already on this. I had my mind on this. It was set up on this. This was my project. I say like, go big or go home. Then I start. Actually, before I tell you my problem with this, I will show you the piece. This is a piece I have in my, was one of my first publication in Instagram. This is my piece. This is Merry Christmas, the snowy town. I love it, I really love it. Hopefully you can see it. This, and I think the framers did a good job. I like the way they put a double frame. This is wood, both are wood. I like how goes the double frame, and I love it. I keep it as storage very carefully, and I put it on every Christmas. Check it out. Well, actually no, I have to confess that I put it on for the past Christmas, and I let it, I did it in storage because I said, this year you have to start your FLOSSTUBE, then let it out, then you can show it. Now I can put it back in storage for until next December. Now the thing with this is that I never cross stitched before. Then I didn't know at that moment what I know now. And I start the project in the letter M, which is the for me the left bottom corner. And right now I don't start in that area because I normally start in the center in order to piece the project correctly in the middle of the fabric, or I start on the left top corner because I stitch on hand. I don't use hoops or Q-snaps or nothing. I stitch on hand, and I'm right. I'm a right person. Then I move in this way. See? And I move because I did a lot. I do a lot of full coverage pieces. Then working in this way, my arm is not too much on top of the stitches I already did. But I decided to start with the letter M. The first time I stitched the M, and then like this, I don't know. Don't ask me what I did. Maybe I put a lot of tension, or I don't know. I cannot recall it right now, but I recall it was terrible. And it was, I remember it was terrible. You know what? The light is changing. I hope it goes okay because it's about to rain, and I think it would be heavy, really heavy. This year, the winter is getting a little bit ahead of a regular schedule in Costa Rica. And I said, winter is a mistake. Our rainy season. Okay. Then I fork out all the M, and I did it again. The second time, it was huge, and I said, oh no, there is something here wrong, very wrong. Otherwise, because if you, Karinna, continue in this size, you won't have enough fabric for the project. Then I realized, yes, I was stitching one line, then a line of space, stitching one line, another line. I was doubling the size of the project. That's not cross stitch. And I said, okay, throw it up again. And then the third one, it was good. And then I fell in love with cross stitch. This is the real fact. I fell in love with cross stitch. Now, when I start with a project, finish it up. I start a second project, finish it up. And I start the third project. But after the first project, I went down to the problem that everybody has. Many projects at the same time. I moved from 2 to 3 to 4. Now I have like 12, I guess. More or less. I don't know. I didn't count it. And you know what? I used to feel kind of bad, but I said, Karinna, why you have more than one? stick with one, but I keep doing more than one. And when I start watching FLOSSTUBE, oh my god, and I discovered people with 60 projects, 80 projects, like, oh, I am not the only crazy person in this world, you know, like I really felt so happy. I'm not alone in this craziness. Now, then that was my first project. I will show you other past projects in future videos. Right now, I want to show you a little bit of my whips. Not all of them, because I don't know how long this video will be. I'm like testing this first video, and maybe I will have to rush because thunders, you know, far away, and if it really starts raining heavy, I will have to change light, and I don't know if the sounds will be too much. I don't know. Okay, let's try. Oh, that's not my dog. That's the neighbors. I'm so sorry. Everything sounds right there, okay? But it's not my dog. My dog really sounds too much. Okay, right now. Oh, really? Hey, Ginger. There are some kids and the dogs are barking too much. Okay, let me show you first. I buy a lot of kits, and I love dimension kits. I know they are mostly full coverage, and they have all of these things that different amount of flows, like you use like 1, 2, 3, 4, you know. But I think they have beautiful kits. The scenes are amazing, and one of the things is when I start buying kits, because then you get pattern, fabric, and floss, and you don't have to be worried about it. Here in Costa Rica, as I say, it's difficult. But while I start like going more and more into the cross stitch world, then I start buying patterns itself, and then now PDF, and then fabrics, and then now I went down to the rabbit hole. Okay, but I have a lot of kits. Now, this kit, I was not the person who chose it, but I love it. This is a bind from my daughter. Okay, this is called Aurora cabin. Okay, it's beautiful. I cut it because, you know, the dimension kit sometimes has a carton board that is like, it's a carton, it's not paper, and it's really stiff, and I don't like it. Then I cut the things. Okay, this is Aurora cabin, and it's almost done. This is, hopefully you can see how nice it is. Okay, I'm only missing this space that you see here. This is the pending space, and the back stitch, mostly, you know, in the cabin and the rocks, things like that. But it's almost done. This was bought by my daughter for her. She said to me, "Mommy, I bought this. I want you to make it to me." And her favorite color is blue. Then it has a lot of blue, different blue shades of blue. It's almost done. I start this project in the last week of December 2019. Okay, and it's almost done. I don't know if I will frame it here for her to take it into the suitcase, or I will finish it. I will wash it, because I know I handle a lot that one in specific. And she will frame it in US. I know frames in US are expensive. Then I don't know. Another kit that actually I was working yesterday night is another dimension kit, which I know is an old kit, but I'm not talking about. It's an old dimension design that's still being sold, but this one is old. This is Chickadees on a branch. Okay, and I think it's beautiful. It's not too big, but But this one is a kit that my daughter's grandma had it in the closet. And one day she showed it to me and she said, I have this long time ago. And I said, okay, if you give it to me, I can do it for you. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I think better not pass. If she doesn't get crazy, I hope she doesn't get crazy. If she gets crazy, I'll pass it, but only with that bark. Better to let it like that instead of stop it and, you know, try not to edit too much to save time. The problem with me is time. Okay, this one, as I told you, is very old. And it came with a fabric that it was not a lining and it was not Aida. This fabric, it was a stamped actually, you see? But oh my God, I tried and I didn't like it because it was becoming like this. Because this fabric doesn't have holes, really doesn't have holes. Then I have to push hard, make the holes. And for some reason, sometimes the stitches do not go or fall in the same hole. I didn't like it. Then I gave up. I gave up completely. And I changed it to an Aida, kind of beige. And now we're talking. You see how nice it is? Well, I don't know exactly in the camera how the color will be, but it is. Oh my God. Okay, I'm sorry. She got crazy. And she barked a lot. I had to pass it. And the thing is, it's Saturday. It's a condo. Family comes and visit and things like that. And you will see in my videos, we will have these things with the dogs. But I'm so sorry. Dogs, they are with me all the time. And if I let them out of the room, it would be worse. Because in this case, she is barking only. Only Ginger is barking. Like Christmas is in my foot. Actually, in my foot. Okay. But if I take them out, then both will be scratching the door and making a huge problem. Then we'll see. I was showing this. And then, okay, I was showing the color. This is a nice cream. Maybe here, we'll see better. And I'm loving how the birds are coming up and everything. It will, I don't think it will take me too much of the year, hopefully. And I will put it in a nice frame and I'll give it to you, to my daughter's grandma as a gift. The other thing I'm doing is a salt. I remember early this year, Caroline from Canada. She has a, I love to see her. She has a practically a daily video. If I try to see her every day. If I cannot do it, then I will catch up with the videos as fast as I can. And she is on YouTube. I think it's of the Grid Needlearts. Okay, I will put all the things, the links down below. And she said, and actually it's funny because she said this, but I don't think she's doing it. And she said that another FLOSSTUBER was thinking to do it. And I took the idea from her. 12 in 21 ornament salt. Yeah. Yeah. I put it all the time in Instagram and I didn't remember very well. But the idea was to make one Christmas ornament per month. And as long as it's a small ornament, you can choose whatever you want. Then, into my haul, but now it's not haul, it's already on the go. I bought this as a PDF chart in an Etsy shop, called Cross Stitch Kits by Cross Stitch Kits Alla. Okay, I will put the link. I love these jars. Okay, then the red was January, the green, this one was February, blue was March, but I'm missing one little piece, the March you will see, and the green one that's supposed to be April that I didn't start, it would be yellow, because this is the thing. I bought this and I decided that I will use an old fabric, very old fabric I had, and I will use a bunch of floss, different flosses I have from different projects, even floss that I bought 12 years ago, 10 years ago, that in that moment I didn't even take care of the numbers, and they are perfect and I don't want to waste them. Then I decide I will do my own selection of colors. Well, it's not a color code, but the thing is, yes, I use like the basic idea, except this one that it won't be green because I wanted yellow, because I want four different, but four different ones. But let's see, like for instance, the green, I check and there's like 3-4 shades of green. Then I choose 3-4 shades from my greens, okay? And this is what I did. Then this is a mix of DMC and the Dimensions floss. You know, Dimensions has their own floss. Even you can match it really easy to DMC. I have the conversion. If somebody needs it, I have it. But then those are my selected colors. Okay, then these are, what am I? Okay. The red one, we said red one is January. The green is February. And the blue is like that, to catch the light correctly. The blue is March. And the blue is basically done. I'm missing only the backstitch around the cabin and the trees, and you know, around the entire jar, and the letters, because it has it's supposed to say Cozy Christmas. Okay, you see, Cozy Christmas. Then this is what I'm meaning. I hope I finish between today and Monday, and it's not because it's too much, it's because I stitch how I feel to stitch. Then sometimes I feel to stitch something and next day don't, things like that. Then, and I will start the yellow one, and I already have my ideas for the next month. Now, very important, I don't plan to fully finish this like that. No, my idea is to put them in sticky pads, which I already bought, but they didn't arrive yet. They're still in the US. See, my haul won't be every week, and sometimes will be a lot of stuff, and sometimes I won't have anything, because I have to bring everything by courier. And in order to save money, my regular job is international transportation, logistics, and customs. And then I use our courier service, and I make groups of whatever I buy in order to save money. Otherwise, it would be very expensive if I import every time, because anything that it's importer will have to pay taxes, freight and taxes. Then I need to condense and avoid some charges. Then my idea is, and I bought a sticky. I bought from Fat Quarter Shop. I bought several sticky pads. My idea is to put this on the sticky pads, cut it in their shape, and then put some like something around, we'll see, and then magnets, and I want them for the refrigerator. This is my idea. And actually, if you see, there is like, I don't know if it's possible to see really easy. Let's see. I don't know this one here, maybe in the green one. I don't know if you can see that there is 2 lines. See, here you can see there is 2 lines of stitching in white around the entire jar. That was not in the original instructions, but I was thinking that after I cut, and if I put something around in order to, you know, make a finish, maybe it can take little pieces of the borders, and I didn't want the picture, the design to disappear. Then I said if I put white, then whatever I put around will go into the white and not into my piece. I don't know if I explained myself correctly, but that's the idea. You'll see. We'll see when I finish them. It will be a while to finish them. Okay, then those are some of my whips. But those are the ones I will show today. Now I think we can pass to haul because I bought several things. Okay, I bought in Aliexpress. That is a huge Chinese page. With Aida. And this is a big piece, okay? I'm talking about a really big piece of Aida, you know? Woo! Red Aida. And this is a Christmas red. Like for me, this is the red of Christmas. And I bought these at a good price, and I'll put a link below in case you want it. This is for this is a big amount of fabric, but I already had one project in my mind, and we'll see later what else, because I'm pretty sure I will have extra fabric, and I will show you the project in a moment. Also, I bought this blue Aida. It's a very, I don't know, what is this? It's not navy blue, or is navy blue? It's a nice blue. This fabric, I am an Aida stitcher. I didn't jump to lining yet. I will. I will try lining in a moment, and in some moment, but oh my god, what I did. But not yet. I am like Becca from Sambrie Stitches. She's an Aida stitcher. I'm an Aida stitcher too, at least so far. I bought this in an Etsy store that is named Lining Fabrics by Anna. It's a Russian store. This came from Russia. Well, from Russia to US. I put it with my other things, and I brought it to bring it to Costa Rica. And it's nice. I actually bought 2 more, but they didn't arrive yet. And I don't want to tell you yet what I paid, because I bought 2 beautiful Aidas, but they didn't arrive. This one came with a little note. You can see there. It says, "Hello, thank you so much for choosing my fabric. I hope you will like it. Make some beautiful works with it. Also, I put a small gift for you with the best regards, Anna." And she put this. This is a nice color. It doesn't, it is cotton, but it doesn't feel like DMC. I don't know what the heck it is because it's in Russian. I don't speak with Russian, but it's a nice color. If I translate directly from Spanish, in my country, this will be blackberry on milk. See, in Costa Rica, we say mora en leche. Mora en leche is blackberry on milk. This is blackberry on milk, if I'm thinking in Spanish, but it's a very nice color. It's like a wine, yeah, like a wine color. I like it. Thank you so much, Anna. Okay, also, I have a bunch of PDF charts in Etsy. And because they are PDF, then I will be talking about them, and I will include the photos in the video. Forgot about that. Yes, I have to edit the video because I have to include the photos. I forgot that. Okay, perfect, Karinna. Okay, then I bought first from Etsy, from a store that was called Misendo Patterns. You see, there are a lot of patterns that have a reindeer with things in their horns. Horns is the reindeers? Okay. No, I know it has another word in English for the reindeer, but whatever, on the top of the reindeer. And I look them and they look nice, but I was not totally 100% in love with all of them. But this one that I include in here, oh my god, I fell in love with it. It's like it's a reindeer. It has things on the top, but I think for me it's modern. I like the colors. I like, you know, the face that it has like a pieces. I don't know. I love it. I put it in the cart, in the shopping cart, and like 2 weeks later it went into sale and I bought it right away. It's only the pattern, and I didn't buy yet the fabric or the floss. Then it's not kitted up. Now there is something strange about Vicendo patterns. Like a month later, I bought the pattern. I went to check out if there were some other things that I was interested, and they are no longer in Etsy. If you go to Etsy and if I click on my buying history on this, it says this pattern and this store is no longer at Etsy, which I say I'm so sorry because I like this and it's very unique. But okay, I got it on time. This is fine for me. I'm so sorry for you guys if somebody was in love with this. It's no longer. I don't know. I couldn't find it any other way. I check Vicendo patterns. I Google it and I cannot find it. Maybe I have to spend a little bit more time. I don't know. Besides that, I went to this cross stitch kits Alla that I told you, where I bought the jars pattern, and then I bought 2 more patterns. One is this one. It's not adorable. It's for the Christmas tree. And because we love pets, I love the pattern. I think it's really nice. It's not kitted up yet. I need to buy the fabric and the floss, but I like it too so much. I'm pretty sure. You know, I have so many things I want to start. Oh my god, I need I need days of 36 hours of light. That's what I need. But okay, it's not possible. The other pattern I bought is this. Doesn't have a crazy name. It says like snowman, Christmas snowmans or something like that, but they're so cute, no? And they're small. They will be part of my decorations sal. I will use them for the decoration sal, but I didn't buy the floss yet. Then I won't use them yet. I will use the same colors because I like it. I think it's very delicate in those shades of blue, light blue, white. And remember I said the favorite color of my daughter is blue. Then our Christmas tree decorations are mostly blue, light blue, silver, you know. Then I think they will go pretty well on the Christmas tree. And then from other Etsy shop, which I am not sure if I am pronouncing correctly, because I don't know if it's English with French or what is the name. The store is called Luba, Davies, Atelier. I don't know if I am not pronouncing correctly. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But I will put the link below. I bought these 2 patterns. This one, the first, is called Christmas Bubbles. Christmas Bubbles. And honestly, I love the design, but I don't like the combination of colors for Christmas. Then those little balls are the ones I will do in my red. And I want to use white and gold for the floss. I don't know exactly yet how we will do it, but this is the way I want to do it. And I am not sure also, I don't think, but I am not sure, but that I will want it like in that way, 4 and 4. See, they're balls. Then I wanted to do it different. I don't know if I'll make small frames. I don't know if I'll make round frames, but they will be stitchier. And the last pattern I want to show you is this one that I am including there. The name is Nordic Stars. and I love them. But those also, I am making changes in my mind. I already bought the fabric. It's one of the fabrics I told you they're coming from Russia. I already have them. Like Anna already dispatched them to me, but they are in the US. Then I'm waiting to put some stuff together in order to bring it here. I changed the color. I love that blue. Believe me, you know, don't get me wrong. That blue is beautiful, and blue is a nice color, and blah blah. But I bought a very nice fabric, and I wanted those. I want those Nordic stars in that fabric. Not telling yet how it will. I'm not telling yet the color. Okay, tell you later. And I don't know. I have an idea. I want to put the stars in vertically, in two vertically decorations, like 1 2 3 1 2 3, or 1 2 3 4. How many there are? I don't remember. But the thing is, like in that way, and then hanging one from the other, one from the other with some kind of cord. Or I don't know. That's idea in my brain. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But this is the last pattern I want to show you today. Oh, I forgot. I bought a bunch of floss. Let me show you, like, floss, you see? Bunch of floss. This is a huge amount of floss. This floss is to do the paintry. I have all the colors, but I'm missing the fabric. And actually, I bought some fabrics that I'm in the way, and I am not sure if I bought enough fabric for this, because this is big. This is, let me tell you, that one is big. This is why is a lot of floss, as you see. That thing, let me tell you, sorry for the sound. I don't have project bags. Hey guys, don't have project bags. And you know why? I didn't want to go down to the rabbit hole with bags yet, because I have to take care of my budget. And oh, the bags are really nice, and I love the fabrics, and I will get crazy if I start with one. I don't know. And I'm using big Ziploc bags, very inexpensive. We'll see what happens later with the bags. But okay, that paintry is 45 by 77 centimeters. I will put the conversion in inches down below. Here in Costa Rica we are centimeters, and sometimes inches and centimeters, they get mixed up in my brain. Like, I cannot make the conversion right away yet. I'm learning, but like, I don't get it right away. I will put the conversion, but it's a big one. It's a big one, my friends. It's a big one. But it's one of the projects I want to start this year. We'll see. Now, to finish, I want you to help me. I want to start a project this month, a small project, this week, this incoming week. And I want to start on a small project because I have a bunch of big projects that I am not showing to you here yet, because I don't know how long this will be. But I want to start small, and I have 2 small kits from Dimensions. What a new thing, okay? And I want you guys to tell me which one you like me to start, because for me, I don't care. Both options will be fine because I love them. One is Poppy Pear. Okay, I really like it, and it's small. See, it's a small one. Okay, it's Poppy Pear, and the other one is this beautiful butterfly. This is a kit I bought a long time ago. Right now, probably I won't be buying this because I like now complicated things. But this one is pretty nice because it's in a white fabric, and it has its own hoop for display. It's a plastic hoop. I will make it on one hand and then I transfer it for the hoop. And this would not be probably with me, probably would be a gift. But I like it. I wanted to stitch it. Then let me know which of those two you would like me to start. And then I think for today that will be it. Could you get the sound of the cicadas on the back of the video? Because the other day I was speaking by WhatsApp with a friend, a very good friend, and she has cicadas also around her house. And I said, hey, her name is Maureen. I said, Maureen, do you have cicadas right now? And she said, like, yes, they are driving me crazy. And I said, oh my God, I can listen. I'm hearing them. And she said, like, yes, and I'm hearing yours. Then I was hearing her cicadas, and she was hearing my cicadas. We said cicadas in English. Somebody tell me what is the correct pronunciation for cicadas. But now they're really loud. See, it's like we'll see. When I check the video later, I will see if they were cut in the video, and that will be funny. And we will have them for a while. They started maybe 2 weeks ago, and they will be probably for 2 more weeks. It's not the entire year. It's cicadas. I would call it cicadas because for me that's the best name. And actually in Costa Rica, when somebody was making so much noise, we consider like, oh, you're like a cicada, because you know cicadas make you crazy because they sound too much the entire day. And actually I don't care. I like them. They're bugs, but it's part of what we have here. And I think I'm lucky to live in San Jose, what is the capital, and have the possibility to say I have cicadas nearby, because probably a lot of the people will say, oh, you can only get it on the countryside. And no, you can get it here too. You see? Oh, they're loud now. Yeah. Okay, then I think that will be everything for today. Thank you so much. If you stick with me the entire video, thank you. Hopefully we'll be back next week. I will add some photos at the end of my last visit to the beach. I went to a beach I didn't know. Costa Rica has a lot we are a very small country, but if you see the map, we have a lot of coast, and it's impossible to know all the beaches. And I went to a beautiful beach I didn't know, had a good time. I went with my older sister-in-law. We took 3 days vacation because we both have our birthday in January, and in February we went 3 days, and then I took some beautiful photos and I will put it at the end. And I thought it would be nice because from Costa Rica there is not too much info in FLOSSTUBE. Like if you guys like me to speak from a place, or while we talk about stitching, and or if you have questions about the pictures I will pull up, let me know. It will be fine. Please subscribe and give me a thumbs up, and God bless you. Have a very nice weekend. Bye.